Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 8th installment of our Have You Heard edition of our podcast. Today we're here with a DJ, DJ Romeo. He's a wedding DJ, party DJ. What type of DJ are you?
Everything, man.
He's everything DJ.
Yeah. Afrobeat.
Afrobeat.
That's like the genre I'm really trying to push, because with my roots and all that, and how Afrobeat is doing right now. So I play everything, but I feel like Afrobeat is my specialty.
Okay, and before we get into the whole DJing thing, can you tell us about your roots and who is Romeo?
What's up? It's DJ Romeo G. I was born in Liberia, West Africa.
Shout out to the LIB.
Yeah, okay. LIB. I moved here when I was 12 in 2004. I pretty much moved to the Lehigh Valley. I've been here for 20 years. Actually, February 17 was the anniversary of me being in America. So
nice.
I've been here for a while. But that's my roots. Liberia, moved to America 2004, and pretty much the basic background. There's more. We can go more.
You could go as deep as you want. You can go as deep as you want, bro.
The reason I came here was there was a civil war in Liberia,
Gotcha.
and I moved to Ivory Coast. And from Ivory Coast, I went to Ghana.
Ivory just won the
the one that the African Cup of Nations.
Cup,
Yeah.
Shout out to them, man.
Shout out to Ivory.
Yeah. So I moved to Ivory Coast, moved to Ghana.
How long were you in Ghana?
I think it was like 6 months. It wasn't
that long. I see you got the Ghanaian symbol on your.
Well, this is like representing all of Africa.
Yeah.
Right here. But then from Ghana to Ivory Coast, and then from Ivory Coast to the U.S. So that's pretty much the gist of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And since you've been here, like how soon did you get into DJing?
Oh man, I've always loved music, but I really just started DJing in high school. So I've been DJing probably 10 years, give and take. But professionally, when I really got my stuff together, it was probably like 6 years.
Okay.
So I was a bedroom DJ before that.
Gotcha.
And I just really took it serious 6 years ago.
Okay.
So when you say bedroom DJ, like, what do you mean by that?
Just like practicing and perfecting my craft, because I was kind of nervous in the beginning. I'm like, is this good enough to go in front of people? So I was kind of just waiting for the right moment, and then one day I just went for it, and then I'm here now.
Now you're here.
Right, yeah.
All right. So when it comes to DJing, can you walk us through, like, let's say you have a wedding that day. Can you walk us through like what like the preparation you would have for something like that, an event like that?
So wedding preparation pretty much starts when the client reaches out to you. So they reach out to you, and then you just communicate with them back and forth, like what kind of information you need. And then for the big day, wedding day, I just, like the day before, I try to call them and just talk to them and walk me through their schedule for the day. Even though they've given me the schedule already, things may change. So I just communicate with them and see like how they want the day to go. Because on the day, like, I'm in charge of everything, you know what I mean? So early in the morning, like around, or maybe afternoon, I try to get there like 12 to set up.
Okay.
Depending on what time the wedding is. I leave like 2-3 hours just so I'm not like rushing around. Because when you're rushing around, you get nervous, and then that's when things go wrong.
Mistakes happen.
Yeah. So I usually leave enough time to set up. And then once I set up, just go with the timeline and the introductions of a lot of times I do ceremonies. So like I do the ceremony, and then they do the cocktail hour, and then the reception itself.
Yeah.
So like I'm pretty much in charge of the whole day, but every bride's schedule is different from the other.
Yeah.
It depends what they want for the day.
Gotcha.
Because some people like want all the bells and whistles. Some people want everything, and then there's weddings where I've been at, I feel like it was just a cookout. you know what I mean? Because they don't want to do all that. Like either they're shy or they're like, we just want to get married. You know what I mean? So it depends on what the wedding is. Because I've done weddings where the bride sent me a whole book of everything she wants or for the day. So it depends on what the wedding is really. But I do all my playlists and all that stuff. I do it the week of. My girl she's always like, why do you wait the week of? But I'm like, I like to focus on each wedding on like during the week. You know what I mean? Like I don't I don't want to worry about somebody's wedding that's like 2 weeks away, the week of another person's wedding. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So I try to play it week by week.
Okay, and how do you like? Do they reach out to you about like what kind of music they want played, or do you just decide on your own?
I usually ask them to send me a playlist of about 50 songs, because from 50 songs you can tell what kind of music they want pretty much. I see like 3-4 songs, I'm be like, all right, they're like an R&B crowd, or they're a dance crowd, or they're oldies crowd. So depending on their playlist, that's kind of how I gauge what kind of music I want to go with.
Okay. And
I was gonna ask, so because I know you said you were like Afro beats, but you consider yourself versatile, like you could just do anything.
For weddings, you have to be, man. You can't put yourself in a box when it comes to weddings, because there's weddings where even they give you a playlist and you look at the crowd, you're like, wow, this is gonna be tough, because you see all kinds of like backgrounds. You see Africans, you see white people, you see Latin people. You got to make sure you cover everybody, because they came to that wedding to have a good time. Obviously, there's like wedding music that's like generic to everybody.
Yeah, to everybody,
like your cha-cha slide and your
of
wobble
course.
and all that. Everybody loves that, but like that's what makes wedding DJs so special, because you're not just focused on one genre. You're playing for everybody. Everybody.
Yeah. Have you played that Chris Brown song that was popular? Like, remember when people were coming out to that Chris Brown song?
Oh,
you remember that?
Yeah,
it was like really popular at weddings.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was I forget the song, but there was a Chris Brown song that was super popular everywhere, and people started doing it all over the internet.
I kind of feel bad. I don't know it though.
I gotta find it. I gotta find it.
I'm sure if I heard it, I would know. Yeah.
But it was probably like 10
They were
years ago.
using it for the entrance.
They were using it for entrances. Like everybody was using it for entrances.
Does it go yeah? That's not it.
I don't know.
No?
Do you remember the Chris Brown song that was popular? Maybe it just might be me. I don't know. But when talking about weddings, like how did you get into doing your first wedding?
My first wedding, I did a family member's wedding. They're like, they just knew like I was passionate about doing it, and they're like, you need a place to start. Do you want to do our wedding? And I was like, that's a lot of pressure, but it's family, so I'm like, I'm gonna be at the wedding anyways, so let's do it. So I did that first wedding, and then word of mouth spread, and then somebody was at the wedding, and they told them that I did a good job, and so on and so forth.
Word of mouth is the best way, man.
Yeah, bro. And I'm so thankful for it, because I don't really spend money on advertisement or promotion or anything like that. It's just, I heard you DJ a wedding that I was at. Do you want to DJ my wedding? It's just crazy that people have so much faith in you by just seeing you at somebody else's wedding, and they hire you. Yeah. So that's pretty much how it started, just word of mouth. And that's, to this day, I've been rocking with word of mouth. It's powerful, man.
You spoke about passion. What was the passion that drove you to getting into DJing overall?
Just, I love music. I love meeting new people. I love like the feeling that people get from music. When I'm DJing, I look at the crowd, and I just see people are having. Granted, most of the people are drunk, but just like seeing people just having a good time and connecting. Yeah. Like New Year's Eve here was a vibe, man. Like just looking at the crowd and just seeing people having a good time, and that's what really drove me to DJing. I'm like, I love making new friends. I love seeing what I can do for people music-wise, and it's beautiful to watch.
Oh, okay.
And then for weddings, you got the venues, different kind of venues all over the country, and then like the food. Yeah. It's just, the vibe is, I think it's mostly the vibe. I just love the energy.
Okay, and so away from weddings, can you walk us through what the day in the life is like for when you do a club?
When I do a club, Club, there's not much of a preparation besides like getting your playlist ready, but like I just try to like get in the zone, because club DJ, you gotta bring your game. It's not like a wedding DJ. Like you have to, your craft have to like speak for you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, because people get bored real quick, so you have to bring constantly, the hits and stuff like that. So I usually spend a lot of time on like if I've never played at a venue before, I usually go to the venue if there's somebody else playing or whatever. There's a DJ that I know playing. Okay. I go there and just like chill with them and check out the vibe and see like what it's like, so I can know what I gotta bring for my show. So you just gotta prepare get your playlist ready, and just feel the energy and know the room that you're gonna be playing to.
Gotcha.
So when you say that, so who is like a DJ that provides like a great, like, you know, blueprint for like what you need to do when you go into that spot?
Oh man, like DJ June, he's been my mentor for a while. Like when I first started, he kind of walked me through creating my playlist and just reading the crowd and what to do and what not to do. Because some DJs like to do fancy, do too much stuff, but like at the end of the day, you just want to play good music for the people to enjoy.
Exactly.
So like he kind of like just sat me down like a little brother and just like kind of like, because he's been doing it forever. I think he's like 20 years in now. So he's seen it. He's seen people come up, and he's seen like he knows what you need to kind of like succeed, because he does a lot of clubs. He doesn't really like doing the weddings and stuff, because some DJs, that's just how they rock.
Oh, yeah.
So he knows more of the clubs. DJ June kind of like mentored me a lot. And then DJ Adriano, I've told many stories about him. Like when I first started, he was the first DJ that I saw when he came to my, he did my homecoming. And he just inspired me, because he does it with such ease, and like he just like vibes with the crowd, and he loves to have a good time. So DJ Adriano, I don't know if you know Bree Love.
Yeah, I know Bree.
I used to DJ with her like at H2O. So like kind of look up to her. She's a boss lady, because she's not just a DJ,
doing her own thing
but
right
she's
now.
like a business owner, like that. And like those people, Bez Music. He's
killing it right now.
Yeah, he is.
He's
He definitely
younger.
is.
Yeah, he's younger than me, and
embodying that shit right now.
bro, crazy story, right? When like I used to go to clubs, like I wasn't like really into DJing like that. I wasn't really doing it, and I saw Bez Music at I forget the club.
He was like corked when I first saw him.
Oh,
I think.
yeah,
I think
yeah,
the first time I saw
he's
Bez
dope, man.
was corked.
Yeah, and like the first time I seen him, he wasn't old enough to like club like that, but he was DJing in the club. I think Funk Flex was in town.
Okay.
And he opened for Funk Flex, and I was just vibing, and I seen this little dude like rocking
crazy,
the
right?
opener, and like later on when I went outside, he got on his bike and he was just rocking, because he couldn't stay for the party, but he opened for like the biggest.
Got you.
I'm sure everybody know who Funk Flex is.
Yeah.
And that was like, I was like, wow, that's crazy. Like, I'm not even doing anything like that yet, and he's killing it. He's been killing it since then, and now he's
on the radio.
Yeah, I see him on the radio and all that.
Yeah. So all over. Yo, shout out to Bez, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to Bez for sure.
And I got so much respect for him, because he's so humble.
Yeah,
even
nah,
though
for
like
sure.
he could be so like cocky and disrespectful, but like he's so humble. Like I talk to him all the time, and I'm like, we gotta collaborate. We gotta get on a car together.
Yeah, sure, man. I think. Oh, actually, no. You know what? Take it back. The first time I did see him was at the Emmaus the theater. I went to a poetry show, and I think he was
and
a
he
DJ.
rocked it after?
Yeah, he was a DJ there. So that's the first time I saw him, and I put him on our page, and that's when we connected. Then I saw my Cork. I went to Cork. Then he was a DJ that night, but he killed it though.
He's one of the dopest DJs in the area, and he's so young. I feel like his limits are like
definitely. It was crazy when I heard him on the radio, and I'm like, damn, yo,
he's creative.
Out here, he's on the radio. I was like, damn, all right, man, killing that shit. Yeah. But do you want to be like doing the radio, or are you like cool doing the weddings and
I mean, I feel like every DJ would love to hear themselves on the radio.
Yeah.
It's just the people that are in charge of the radio. Oh, maybe it's not your time yet.
Word.
Maybe we don't want your style on the radio yet.
Yeah.
But I did reach out. Groove is DJ Grooves. He's the one that owns the radio show.
Okay.
And I kind of talked to him because he loves Afrobeat, and I was like, yo, let me know if you ever want Afrobeat on the radio.
On Friday night, Saturday night.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean, that's a
but the
perfect
radio
time.
game is different. There's I feel like there's like a structure that you have to kind of provide for the crowd, because they have sponsors and partners and stuff like that. You have to play certain music and stuff like that.
True.
It's not just like a club where you can just go and play whatever. So I kind of understand that they're really selective on who they put on the radio.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. And could we take it back? So how, like when you first started, like how was it? Like what did you what are some of the things you did in order to, like, let's say, you know, reach out to people, like, for like parties, I want to do this party, or, you know, any difficulties you had when you first started DJing?
Difficulties then, difficulties now. Like when I first started, like I was going to, because I didn't know who to talk to kind of like get into clubs and stuff like that. So I created V Live. I'm sure you know.
Of course,
V Live.
yeah, no,
so
for
I
sure.
made V Live to kind of book myself. So
Before that, let people, all the socials.
yeah,
Please, yeah, let them know. Let them know.
Make sure
all
you-
the socials.
Make sure you follow V Live, you follow Friends Lehigh Valley, and then my wedding page, which is birthday, weddings, and more. But like going back to V Live, I started V Live so I can kind of book myself. So I will reach out to a restaurant, I'll be like, oh, I have this page and we promote parties. Can we host a party here? So that's kind of how I was kind of like getting notarized, because I would do those events and then I'll post like the after pictures on there.
Yeah.
And then people started to see, oh, he's DJing here, he's DJing there. And then that's how going back to June again, June was the one that got me in at, what's it called? In Easton, in the circle there. Shoot, what? They're closed now. What can I remember the name?
Yeah.
Standard.
The Standard, yeah. So June got me in there. I started DJing at H2O. And then H2O, once you get into H2O, because I was getting on the cars with Bez Music and them and Breed Love, and then people see you doing stuff like that, and then that's how they kind of slowly bring you into the scene, because like the DJ scene is kind of like a clique, because I have my crew that I want to put on the card, and this guy has his crew. We try not to cross each other. Like it's kind of like, I don't know, it's hard to just get into certain spaces.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, understandable.
So you just have to start your own wave. And with the wedding thing, like obviously I don't have to depend on other DJs to put me on, because my work is already speaking for itself in that scene. But like I wanted to do clubs too, just to kind of get more experience in that scene, because like I said, club DJ is very challenging, and it's not like weddings. You gotta bring your A game. So I kind of wanted to prove myself in that scene. Just as a DJ, you want to kind of do a little bit of everything, just so you have that
for sure.
under your belt.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, what's been like your biggest event that you've had so far?
Oh, I did Music Fest last year.
Yo, shout out for that, man.
Music Fest was dope. I think that was my biggest crowd, and I wasn't really expecting that, because they just put us on a random stage. They put us on the Tropicana stage, and they were like, because they didn't know what we could bring or whatever. And shout out to Candy. She was the one that put it together. I don't know if you know her. She owns the art gallery. And she's very persistent. She reached out to Music Fest. She actually talked to like the boss, and was like, we have something that we want to present. And they were kind of giving her the running around, like, no offense to Music Fest, but like, if you're not in it, you're not. So, but she kind of like went to the boss. She talked to him, and they're like, you know what? We'll give you one day, and we'll give you I think it was an hour. We'll give 2 DJs an hour to do a set, and.
Y'all rocked it out.
And when she told me, I was like, shoot, I know some people. I reached out to my boy Chi Boy. He's an MC, which I knew he had the vibe. And then me and DJ Perrin, and it was. I couldn't have asked for anything better, man. It was dope. It was a cool seeing like all the different like Caribbean, Africans, like Americans. It was just dope. And then getting tagged in all the videos, it was cool.
Dope,
For y'all watching, like y'all gotta understand, like Music Fest is one of the biggest music festivals like in the country. Yes. So for him to be on that, it's major.
It was dope. The biggest music festival, free music festival in the country.
Yes.
So it was dope. It was dope.
That's right. Do you see yourself like trying to do any like bigger festivals like?
Yeah, I think
in the future?
I want to run it back at Music Fest first, and we have like a bigger story to tell, I feel like, and we're gonna get 4 days this year.
Oh, they're giving you 4 already? It's already set?
Nice.
Yeah, we're getting 4 days. We're getting 4 days, but we're working on getting more days, because Music Fest is 13 days. So like we could. After what we did last year, we should get way more than that. So we got 4 just to start off, and we want to get more days.
What stages you doing? Because I do security for that wouldn't match during Music Fest.
I got a major story from one match. Obviously, they're not associated with Music Fest.
Yeah.
But I reached out to Jamal.
Yeah.
And we're trying to do like a separate from Music Fest, Afro beat. Like I'm thinking of it like an Afro Fest kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
And that's gonna be our own thing. Like I just want to spread the Afro. I just want to spread it in the whole Lehigh Valley.
Yeah, right.
I want to spread it in the Lehigh Valley, and I feel like that would be dope too. Like the wooden match is dope. They have a nice stage there, and it doesn't even have to be on the week of Music Fest. I feel like we can still bring people out if we do it on I want to kind of do like a spring Afro Fest, and there's a lot of African vendors in the valley, African, Caribbean. Just we can literally make a buzz before Music Fest. Yeah. So. That's kind of something. And if you know somebody over there, you know the owner.
I know the guys, man. They hired me to do security.
Yeah,
I know the guys, man.
Let's do it, man. Let's do something big.
All right, bet. Yeah. And I'll put it in the word I could, man.
I mean, Jamal said he's working on it. Me and him are working on it and see who we can put on the cards. But just trying to make it big, you know.
All right, that's what's up. Yeah. All right, can we take it back a little bit? We talked about difficulties. Now, can we talk about some achievements? You know, because we got.
Some achievements.
Yeah, what's like the biggest achievement or any achievements that you've had?
Like DJ wise?
Yeah, DJ wise so far.
Ooh, I feel like every day, every year, my wedding catalog is just get bigger. Like the first time I ever I started DJing, I had like 4 weddings in a year, and then I moved to 9 weddings in a year. Okay. Last year I had 14 weddings in a year, and I feel like this coming year I'm gonna have like at least close to 20.
Nice. Oh, okay.
So like, I feel like that's quite an achievement to just keep elevating every year. And then obviously Music Fest was a huge success. So that's a check mark right there. In life in general, like I just got engaged. So I feel like
congrats.
I gotta add that. I gotta add that there. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now, and I'm looking forward to adding more achievements.
Okay, I mean that's what's up, man. So what's been like your other than the Music Fest, and what's been like your favorite part of this whole journey that you've been on with the DJing?
I just think like the connections that you make, like the business partners that I've met, just the connections that I made here at the Dime, like how they let me, like I work with them, I can do. Whenever I tell them I'm ready to do an event, that's kind of like the goal when I first started. I'm like, I kind of want to be known enough to be like, oh, I have this idea. You guys want to work with me? Yeah, and I feel like that's kind of an accomplishment to just have that. Yeah, right. To have that in the valley. You go anywhere, they're like, oh yeah, we know you. Mm-hmm. We know you can bring people. Yep. Let's work together. So I feel like that's kind of a achievement that I've been wanting for a while. And yeah, I might not be like where I want to be, but like I feel like I'm on my way there. So those are, I feel like living in America itself is an achievement.
Oh, I tell you,
for anybody that's an immigrant, like being in America and just like having the power to just play music and make money is already an achievement.
I try to tell people that it's like they when you see other people that have been here their whole life talking crazy on America, I'm like, yo, go somewhere else. You'll find out real quick.
Yeah. I'm so grateful.
Yeah, you'll find out real quick, man.
There's some things wrong with it, but like, at the end of the day, it's better than where we
came from. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's more opportunities for us. You know, we're all 3 of us.
Oh yeah, where you from?
My family's from Liberia too. Oh, yeah, that's why I said that earlier.
Okay, because I thought you just have friends from Liberia.
Nah, my family's from there.
I want to keep saying you from Ghana.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, you gotta pull up the main gate then.
Oh no, of course.
He said Ghana Independence Day weekend.
Okay,
yeah. I mean, I'm definitely I'll definitely pull up, man.
I know you don't really be going out like that, but
bro, it's crazy. You know what's so crazy? Before we used to club every single week. We did it for so long. We did it for like. That's probably how long we were clubbing? Probably like from like 7th grade.
Yes.
So like we became. I can't even think.
But once the pandemic hit, that's when it slowed down.
The pandemic. So that's when we started the podcast. So it's like we clubbed all that time, and then when pandemic hit, it stopped us, and we were like, you know what? Let's start doing something else. So we started doing brunch instead of going out to the club.
And that's a good point too. That's
so getting back into it's been a little hard for me, like to go to the club again. You know? Yeah.
Well, that's kind of why I started V Live, because a lot of people our age are not really trying to go to the club. They want to I want to do like special things. I want to do like lounge. like a lounge brunch, like a wine bus tour. That's my big thing. I've been telling my girl about it.
Bro, whining is it's the grown thing.
Yeah,
definitely.
Some guys don't know, bro.
I know, like,
wineries are they're the shit, bro.
They're like, oh, that's a girl's thing, but like at the end of the day, it's a vibe, man. Like,
it's a vibe, always a vibe.
So like stuff like that. That's kind of what I want to do. Those are kind of the events that I want to do with V Live, like Felino Estate. Like we have like some dope wine places around here.
We do.
So,
yes, we do. And we have a lot.
Yeah,
a lot, and even surrounding us there's Jersey. Phillipsburg has a few things like that. So yeah, man, whining is the shit. It's my shit. Though.
It's the new clubbing.
No, it really is. It's like the grown folks clubbing, man. Going to the winery, just make sure you go to wineries that don't have too many kids around, man. That's the one thing I hate about going to a winery.
Like, why would it even be kids? I don't understand.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's like going to the bar and then there's little kids running around.
Right. Yeah.
It's the same kind of thing.
Gotta change that.
So, 2-part question. So, I know you started doing the picture booth thing now.
Oh yeah, the photo booth. Yeah.
Is there what got you to do that? And then my second part of the question is there anything else you want to incorporate into what you do?
So with DJing, like so many times when I first started DJing, like people would be like, "Oh yeah, we want to hire you, but we want a photo booth." And then like if you didn't have a photo booth because they wanted like packages together.
Oh, okay.
Then they ended up going with somebody else. And that happened like 3 different times. And I'm like, yo, how much is a photo booth? Let me look into this. And then I looked into a bunch of different photo booths. First one that I got was a dub because I partnered with somebody. He bought it from China.
Oh, no.
And everything was in Chinese. And we lost on it because it wasn't working. And then you don't have any support, like when you call to try to like figure it out.
Yeah.
And we ended up like taking a loss on that, and I was like, I still want a photo booth because I know a lot of other DJs that have it, and it adds to your DJing.
It does, yeah.
So I looked at a different place, and I got one, and ever since I got one, it's a little harder to sell it, but because of like you paid a lot of money for it in the beginning, and you want to make sure you charge enough for what you pay for it. So I've been having a little bit of issue, but like being a DJ, you can already market it. So I made like different packages and trying to sell it that way. And I think it added a little bit of value to my DJing.
Oh
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So is there anything else we could think of that you'd be like, all right, this would be something good to package with that also?
There's a lot of things, man. Because I've been seeing people like, I don't know if you guys know, like the big robots, like the LED robots, like people getting in them or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So like I want to add that. I want to add like I kind of like my DJ wedding page. I want to like make it like a special renting equipment and adding moon bounce and like I just want to be like a one-stop party page.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, do you do like kids parties, or that's not something that you really touch into?
I've done sweet 16s like that, but not like nothing crazy like family parties and stuff like that. Okay. But like there's a lot of like to answer your question, there's a lot of stuff that I want to add to it, but there's only one of me.
Right.
So I want.
So would you look into like collaborating with somebody else that specializes in that stuff?
Yeah, I just brought on like a guy that does 360 photo booth.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
so like
okay.
I want to kind of learn that market and see how he does it and just grow in that aspect of it because my girl helps with the other photo booth and I have him now for the 360 photo booth. So I'm always open to like partnering with people that have like different aspects and stuff to add to my company.
Gotcha.
You know?
Okay.
Like I'd never want to stop. I want to add more. The biggest addition that I want to make, I think this is gonna be like a 3-year plan. I want to own a venue, like own like a wedding venue. That would be clutch because you meet with a bride and you'd be like, all right, I'll be your DJ. I have a venue. Like you can take all that money. And keep it for yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Instead of her booking a venue here and booking a DJ here and booking a
one-stop shop for everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like I feel like a venue would be like I kind of looked into it this year, but then I was like that's kind of crazy that I'm trying to get married this year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to, and we want to buy a house, so I want to hold off on that.
Yeah.
But that's definitely in my radar. I want to own a venue.
So who's gonna be DJing your wedding?
My boy. I was just telling my girl about it today. Like, that's like the $1 million question. Everybody's like, who's going to DJ your wedding? But my boy on DJ Finesse, he's out of Philly.
Okay.
He's killing it over there. Him and my boy DJ Mike. So, like, I'm going to have 2 DJs, and he does, like, the Dancing on the Cloud and all that stuff. So, like, I trust them fully because they've done some events for me. So I think they can handle that part of it.
Got you. So when you first started DJing, did you have because I know for me it's a little weird. Like, I do the pictures, right?
Yeah.
So when like I'm the one taking the pictures, it's like you're never in them.
Yeah.
So
true.
when you being a DJ, like, do you ever feel like, damn, yo, like I should be out there?
Dude, all the time, bro. Like, especially if like a lot of my friends are gonna be at the event.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you ever seen me. I leave the booth all the time, like just to go mingle, because like that's kind of like what made me fall in love with DJing. But now I'm so like into the DJing, it's hard to like kind of connect with my friends, and just because nowadays a lot of my friends don't really go out like that. So every once in a while they come out to see me play, but I don't get to talk to them.
Yeah.
So it's hard. That's the hard part about it.
I figured that.
Yeah.
There's always being the guy. There's always it's always like, damn,
somebody
man.
gotta play the music, or
somebody
you
else
go to
play.
a cookout and there's no music.
Yeah.
Romeo, you got your phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all the time.
So I'm always working when I'm not working.
Yeah.
So how do you pick and choose, like, let's say, because you're booking 20 weddings this year, right? So how do you pick and choose, like, what events and what weddings do you want to do? Like, do you ever turn anything down?
At the end of the day, it comes down to the price. I let them turn me down. You know?
Okay.
I have a value in what I want to get paid. I tell you my price, and you let me know if that works for you. And sometimes the events overlap. So obviously I would rather the weddings first.
Yeah.
But the good thing about weddings is they book like months in
ahead.
advance.
Okay,
so if I'm already booked for a wedding and a club asks me to DJ, obviously I'm already booked with the wedding. So I rarely turn people down. I just tell them my price. And if there's a gig that I don't really feel like doing, I just give you a price. You don't like it, you know? Yeah.
So when is usually like your busiest time of the year?
So, like I said, I consider myself mostly a wedding DJ. So like weddings, usually April all the way to November.
Okay.
Well, actually April, and then during the summer, like the summer months, you take like a break. Like that really hot months, people don't really want to have weddings. So June and July kind of like slow down. And then August is the busiest. August and October, super busy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because most people want their weddings those months. And in December, nobody's really having weddings. You might have like one or two.
Right.
Yeah. But
what about the clubs and stuff?
the clubs are all
the time, right?
all year round, because the club owners are always trying to make money. So it's always, you can literally do a club gig Thursday to Sunday every week.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see you guys do you do the things at Main Gate.
Yeah.
Is there what other clubs locally do you guys are you guys looking to do, like the Afro beats in, or are you just sticking with Main Gate as the primary place?
Main Gate is so like willing to work with us, because a lot of clubs, I remember like a lot of like the turn down that I used to get is like, oh, we don't know that music, or the people don't know the music. Yeah. So like we got turned down a lot, and then when we met with the owner of Main Gate, he was so open to working with us. He's like, oh yeah, because somehow he heard about it. He heard about Afrobeat, and he fell in love. And he's like, can we bring Burna Boy? And I was like, chill. Pump the brakes, man. But yeah, like it's just like about educating the people. That's why it's so important when we do an event. We want to do a recap. We want to show pictures that people do care. People do come out to support. People love the vibe. So we're just slowly doing it. Like I reached out to Tipsy. I was trying to do like a Afro brunch there. Yeah. But it's just one of those things. They don't really know it, and they don't know if they're gonna make money.
When you go to Tipsy's, they play it, bro.
Yeah, they do.
But like,
whoever's DJing always plays it, bro.
This is the authentic Afrobeat though, like the Afrobeat that we love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what like the real Afrobeat lovers. They don't really go out to listen to radio Afrobeat. You know
got
what I
you,
mean?
got you. Yeah,
So
they all know the popular
we have
ones.
the authentic
Exactly, yeah.
Afrobeat, and that's what I'm trying to spread.
Okay,
You know?
and I see you guys do. I make it. You guys did like the DJ. You know, like the verses over there.
Yeah,
Y'all did that, right? It was was it Caribbean versus Afrobeats or something like that?
Yeah, so
Y'all
we call it Afro-Caribbean.
Afro-Caribbean,
Because,
there you go.
everybody loves dance hall and Caribbean music. So we're trying to, like, kind of connect them and kind of, like, tell people, like, they're kind of similar. That, like, we don't want to just, like, introduce Afrobeat in its rare form because people they're not gonna relate and they're not gonna enjoy it. But if you put it alongside a dance hall,
Things that they know.
people know dance hall, and then they hear a little bit of Afrobeat, they're like, oh, okay, I see what they're trying to do. So that's kind of how we want to introduce it, because you can't just go raw Afrobeat, because then you're not gonna relate to it with people in the beginning. So.
Yeah. So how do you stay up to date on the latest music trends? So you go from doing Afro beats, raw Afro beats, to then you do a white wedding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, how do you stay up to date on all types of the music, and with the latest trends and what's hitting right now and all that? Because it seems like a lot. I listen to a lot of music, but it's just like
a lot. It
seems like a lot.
So for me, ever since I came from Africa, I went to Northampton High School, and Northampton is not very, like, they don't have a lot of black people.
We know. Yeah, exactly. Right? We went to Whitehall.
We went to Whitehall. Yeah, we know.
Okay.
We know.
So like, so that's how I know. One, that's how, like, a lot of people that hire me for their weddings, I went to school with them.
Got you.
So that's kind of how they hired me. And then, like I told you earlier, the playlist is your blueprint, because they send you a playlist, and then you see all the songs that they have. And nowadays, you search one song,
pulls up what
shows,
else is like it.
What else is related to
definitely.
it. And that's kind of how I learned the wedding music and stuff like that. And then with my friends playing music at parties, because my friend group is diverse. Like, I have a bunch of, so that kind of helps with my music, because different people listen to different kind
things.
Of music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good though.
So when these people give you like their playlist, do you just have to like reorder it?
So usually they send me the playlist, and then they label it. Like, for example, like walking down the aisle, they'll put like the song, and then for walking down the aisle, and then the first dance, they'll put the song, and then for the dance party, they'll put like 50 songs, and then songs that they don't want to hear, which is rare, but some people make sure they're like, don't play this.
That. Right, yeah.
And sometimes it's surprising, because it's like a popular song, and you're like,
you know what that could be?
Yeah,
Could be like, let's say you're married, and that song, but was like your partner's.
I never thought about
ex,
that. I never thought
they
about
used to play that song.
Yeah,
So it might be some things like, yo, don't play that because
because
might bring back some memories that we don't want here at this time.
I always be surprised, because I'm like, I played this song at the last wedding and people loved it, and in my head I always thought like it wasn't a good song, but like I never really thought of it that way. Or maybe they lost somebody and
could be that
they don't want to hear that song.
They don't want to hear that. Might bring back some bad memories.
Yeah,
I
never thought about it that way.
Yeah, I could definitely see.
But I can learn a lot from a playlist. Like, I just like the Lion music. I'm really trying to get into the Lion scene. And it's hard when you don't understand the words, because you don't know what they're saying. The only thing you can go off of is the beat.
Yep, exactly.
And a lot of them are kind of similar. Yeah. So like,
a big person like that is Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Bad Bunny, but I can't understand half of what he's saying.
In my Serato crate, I have a Bad Bunny playlist, because the amount of time people just come up to me and say, "Can you play Bad Bunny?" I'm like, "What song?"
Yeah, right.
But yeah, like I do like stuff like that. Like the main artists, like I have a Drake playlist, I have a Bad Bunny playlist, just because I know those are popular artists that people are gonna always ask.
Of course, yeah.
It's something that Spanish music, it really, like when it goes off, when you're out and it comes on, bro.
It's good, but
you
don't
see people go crazy, man.
That
is the thing though. You don't understand
what they're saying. But I love the Latin music. I would love to like learn more about it, but I feel like to really learn, you gotta know Spanish. You gotta learn a little bit of it, just to.
So when it comes to like your, I know you say like you're very heavy, Afro beats, but like when it comes to like your DJing style, what would be like a word that you just like describe it as your style for
diverse, diverse, and then like I feel like Burna Boy put it best. He said like he created his own genre called Afro fusion.
Where I heard that.
He just he just blend every genre. He works with everybody, and I feel like that's what I do. I work with whoever. Like I never turn a gig down because I don't like. I just said I don't know a lot of Spanish music, but if somebody wanted me to do a Latin party or whatever, I'm still gonna take that gig, and I'm gonna go and educate myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna educate myself, look for the popular songs out there, and they're gonna send me a playlist. So I'll be good. I never turn a gig down because I'm like, oh, I don't know the music. Nah. Yeah. I can always educate myself.
And like for where we live is getting into the Spanish scene would be big,
exactly.
Bro. Yeah, exactly. And the nice thing is, with the Spanish music, like you can also incorporate like some of the Afro beats. Like you could
Afrofusion.
Yeah, you just blend that in right in there. Go to, and they know it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I feel like they feel the same way too, because the Nigerian music and Ghanaian music, like you can't understand the slang and stuff like that, but music is so contagious.
Yeah, you still relate. Yeah,
yes, yeah.
You still relate no matter what. And what do you like? Have you ever considered? I see like some of the DJs, the popular DJs on like Instagram, they do like mixes from the crib.
Yeah.
Or they be outside and do like a mix. And do you ever consider doing like mixes, your own mixes and stuff like that?
A lot of people have told me to do stuff like that, but like some of that stuff is so time consuming.
Yeah.
Like I'm always out and DJing, and like that's why I post a lot of like events that I do, because most of my time is used like being out in the field doing the work. So I try to, but like that's something that I want to get into. I do mixes, which like I want to educate people on Afrobeat, like I said, and I post it on SoundCloud. Yeah. So like people can use it for like the workouts and stuff like that. But I definitely want to do the mix and then like record a video, like kind of like a music video to it. You know what I mean? Gotcha. Or even do like a live set, like maybe in like the circle over here.
Yeah.
Do like
That'd
a mix.
Be cool.
Yeah, but stuff like that, bro. Like you gotta record it, and then your videographer gotta take it and
do all
it,
that.
I don't know how to edit stuff like that. So stuff like that, but I should do a little bit more just to, because that stuff is so engaging.
Yeah.
Instagram and TikTok. Like that.
When you talking about here, like, have you tried to DJ at one of these stages that do the, like black parties over here?
Yeah, I
like,
did.
Blues and barbecue.
I did one
and stuff?
for, I think it was 4th of July. I set up down here. They had a bunch of different vendors. I do a lot of stuff for City Center.
Yeah.
I do a lot of stuff for the city of Allentown. I did their 4th of July, the other 4th of July event at what's the name of the park? They by J. Bernie Crumb. They do like something over there. Like it was big last year, so I do stuff like that.
Okay. And so overall, I know you got the weddings, but like, what is like your favorite to do though? Like event to do, or out of all the events that you do, what's like the one that's just like, this is where I'm in my comfort zone.
I love doing the stuff here at Dime because. It's my own event. The people that come out to support me. It's not they're not coming just for the club. They came because especially since Dime doesn't do stuff every week.
Yeah, exactly.
So like when I say I'm doing something, the people that come out, I look at the crowd. It's like most of them are my friends and people that actually genuinely want to support me. So when I see stuff like that, like when I do my own event, it's a feel good kind of thing. Like, oh wow,
true.
There's people actually supporting me.
Yeah.
So I like that, and I love doing clubs a little bit, like just the vibe, and when you satisfy people at the end of the night, like, all right, my skills there, I'm there, I'm making a little bit of a buzz, so I enjoy doing stuff like that too.
So would you say that's the most rewarding part of being a DJ?
I think so. At the end of the night, when people say, "Yo, you killed it, good job, man, thank you for rocking the night," even though they were drunk. I still take that. I still say, okay, I did something right.
Right, gotcha.
Because drunk people give it's either they give a compliment or they shit on you. You know what I mean?
No, definitely. Yeah.
It's truth too. Because drunk people will always tell you the truth no matter what.
Yep.
And what skills do you feel is needed for you to be a successful DJ? For where you're at right now, like what skills?
Like to take me to the next level?
No, to get you to where you're at right now, and it's 2-part question. So to get you to the next level, what skills are necessary for, what you do? I feel
like I need to work on my scratching a little bit more.
Okay.
Like I feel like that just adds a little bit of flair to your craft. Like, yeah, you can read the crowd, you can play good music, but like when people are in the crowd and you're rocking the crowd and just doing what a DJ is supposed to be doing, like mixing and blending and scratching, that's like what DJing is about. So I need to take some time and just work on that stuff and just make it look like I'm like the best in the, you know what I mean?
Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got you. And with saying that, so what would be like that would be for what, the next level for you to get to the next level,
like,
or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
and so for anybody that's watching right now that's considering being a DJ or anything like that, what would be your advice to them for, what they should do?
I think just don't rush into it. Work on your craft. Like, just make sure, like, I mean, still take some chances, but just make sure when you're not out in the field, make sure you work on it at home. Just so you're crisp and you're the best that you can be.
So when they're doing that, like working on themselves, like by themselves, when should they feel like they're ready to be in public?
I feel like you're never really gonna feel ready. You're never really gonna feel ready. You just gotta put yourself out there. But just, as long, like for me, before I actually took a gig, because I remember when I was telling my friends, I want to be a DJ. I want to be a DJ. They're like, why don't you reach out to some of these clubs? And clubs were actually gonna give me a chance, but like I was kind of nervous. I was like, I don't know if my skills like are good enough. And then one day I just closed my eyes. I was, you know what? If I make a mistake, I can like go back and like work on it. So I just put myself out there, and first gig didn't go as bad. And I feel like the best way to learn is on the job.
By getting out there and just doing it.
Yeah.
So you mentioned just DJing, when you're at home. Is that what you do? Like when on your off days, you just spend the time in the house just DJing?
These days, I work on mixes, and you can learn a lot from your mix because you record it and then you listen to it, and you're like, I don't know if I was out in the club like dancing, I don't think I would have made this. Like, I would enjoy the DJ making this transition. Yeah. So I kind of delete it and then I redo it again. Okay. Like, you want to make sure you put your best work out there. So when I'm doing my mixes, that's kind of where I practice and I kind of learn new skills and try to like introduce it in that way.
So do you have mixes like that's like already set up for, like, let's say you take like a break from, like, you're doing an event, but then you got to go, use the bathroom or you got to go do something. Do you have a preset music that you just hit play and then you just walk away?
It depends.
You know it's gonna go off.
It depends the event.
Right.
Like for weddings, I have like pre-made mixes for the cocktail hour. You know what I mean? Okay. And then for a club, when I'm DJing at a club, every DJ has a bathroom song.
Okay. So what's your bathroom song?
I have a couple. So like I would like the song that you feel like is long enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you can go to the bathroom and come back.
Like for me, Dreams and Nightmare, you have to play the whole song.
Yeah,
so,
of course, yeah, absolutely.
So I put that on, run to the bathroom real quick, and then by the time I come back, that's when the hype section comes.
Yeah.
So like every DJ has their own song. I feel like that's mine. Like that's my go-to song. I'm like, all right, I gotta go to the bathroom. Let me put this on real quick, because they're not gonna get bored. Like
of course, especially around here.
Yeah, they're already singing it. So you go to the bathroom real quick and you come back.
Okay, so and what would you say would be like your strengths and weaknesses as a
strength and weaknesses?
Yeah,
like I said
DJ.
earlier, weakness definitely scratching. Like even though it's not like a necessary like form of DJing, I just feel like it adds to your flavor. It adds like, wow, because a lot of times, think about it, when you go to the club and you hear a DJ scratching, you're like, he's the shit. Like,
right, of course, yeah.
They know how to scratch their body in that shit.
Yeah. So like that's like. Something that a lot of people kind of value a DJ. All right, you can scratch, you're dope DJ. But like I feel like that's kind of my weakness, but it's not like the worst thing in the world. And then my strength is definitely obviously having the background in music, so I know how to read a crowd. My music selection, I feel like, is my strength. Like I can, no matter what room you put me in, we're gonna turn up. You know?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Okay. And so I saw you did You did the I think it was the kids training camp with Dotson.
Oh yeah. So
How did you come about that, and how was that experience, man?
dude, so I work for Lehigh Valley Health Network.
Yeah.
So I'm like their main DJ, like the only DJ.
Nice.
It's funny how I met the main guy. I was at the you know the three man bagel, like by Wawa.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was in there because I work for Service Electric, and we go in there for breakfast in the morning. And I was in there. I did a show a while back for Allen High School. It was like a thing. They're like, oh, we need a DJ. Anybody know of a DJ to put on Facebook? And a bunch of people tagged me in it, but they didn't have a budget. So they're like, can you do this for us for free? We don't really have a budget. And knowing that it's Allen, and I was like, you know what? Whatever. I just did it.
Got me in the door.
I did
Exactly,
it.
yeah.
There happened to be a lot of people in there, like, and fast forward the story. That's where this guy saw me DJ, and he's like, "Oh, you were the guy that volunteered to DJ at Allen," and I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Oh, I'm actually putting a program together right now for a camp for Jahan Dotson." At that time, I'm gonna admit I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who he was.
Yo, shout out to Jahan.
Shout out to Jahan. And I was like, yeah, like he told me the date. I was like, yeah, I'm available. He's like, yeah, Jahan Dotson. He plays for the Redskins. I was clueless. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And I signed up for that, and I did that event, and they loved me. It's been 2 years now. I've been doing all their events for every year. They do the Jahan.
You do the pool.
Oh yeah. And the pool, crazy story about that too. When they first opened, I went in there because I saw the vision already. I was like, you guys looking for a DJ? I feel like this would be a dope spot for me to DJ. And like, they kind of like, oh yeah, we'll let you know. Leave your card here. It's been a year, 2 years, nothing. And me and my girl were thinking about joining a gym. So we went there, and then happened, like, one of the girls that I went to school with was the managers there. And she's like, oh, I follow you on Instagram. You do a lot of events.
Yeah.
Do you want to DJ here? I was like, do I? Like, I've been trying to DJ here, and you guys never called me back. And then she got me in there. So, like, that's, like, one of my accounts. So I do events for them during the summer every year. I do stuff for City Center. So that's City Center.
Oh, right here, right?
City Center is like they own like all these buildings. So I do like a lot of events for their residents.
Yeah.
So I got in there, and then I do Lehigh Valley Health Network when they do like all the camps. That is the dopest thing to be a part of, because they do. What they do is like a lot of athletes that leave the Lehigh Valley and make it big.
Back,
They come back to give back. They tried getting Saquon, but it never worked out. But
that was tough.
yeah, that was because that would have been dope. But I just love doing stuff like that for them, because I meet a lot of student athletes, like a lot of Penn State athletes. Like one time they did like of the whole football team of Penn State.
Nice.
So like I met all those guys.
Okay.
So like that's a dope account that I have, and then obviously the pool, and then I do some stuff here at the Renaissance Hotel. So it's just crazy how everything happens.
Oh, that's what's up. And so I got a 2-part question for you real quick. So you're at a wedding, right? You're at a white, let's say a white wedding.
Okay.
You're at a white wedding right now, right? And you know it's going good. What's that go-to song that's gonna get the crowd going crazy though?
Everybody.
I know everybody's different, but I'm saying though,
so
give me a song, just one, or even an artist.
A lot of DJs are gonna hate me for this, but it's the Cha-Cha Slide, man. It's the go-to.
Oh yeah, of course.
You can never go wrong. But a lot of DJs hate playing line dance songs, and for me, I'm for the people. Like whatever they want to hear, that's what I'm playing. I put my ego aside, because that's not stuff that I would play in my spare time or at one of my weddings. But like, if the people love it, I play the Cha-Cha Slide, I play the Cupid Shuffle, I'll play the Electric Slide, I'll play whatever.
And they'll get everybody off their seat.
Yeah, they love it. And a lot of times, people come up and request it. Crazy story, I had a bride say, no Cha-Cha Slide. I said, all right, it's your wedding, and as soon as the dance floor is open, first person comes up to me.
Play the Cha-Cha.
Play the Cha-Cha Slide. I was like, no, the bride told me not to play it.
Right, yeah.
She leaves. Another person comes up. Third time, I was like, I went up to her. I was like, your people want the cha-cha slide, and she gave in. She's like, all right, just play it. So like, definitely cha-cha slide. It's so easy, simple. Anybody can do it. Literally anybody can do it. So like, hate to say it, but that's probably my go-to.
All right, so now you're in a club.
Okay.
It's going good.
Oh, okay.
Going crazy. What's the go-to song that you know is going to take it up to the next level?
12 o'clock hits. Everybody's asking for Dreams and Nightmares.
Oh yeah.
At the club. 12 o'clock hits. 12 o'clock hits. For real. You know.
Oh,
like,
of course,
when you start drinking. You're in your zone. You're with your friends. You want something to sing to. You're gonna request that.
Yeah.
So might not be my go-to, but the people want it. That's what I'm gonna play. Yeah.
Got you.
So is that when you take your bathroom break then?
Yes. It's like 12 o'clock. I've already had a couple drinks, so I gotta go to the bathroom.
And what's next for you? Like, what's gonna, you say you have the 20 weddings this year.
Yeah.
So, other than that, like, what's the big picture? What do we have like for the big picture for what's next for you? And
So, this has been brewing up for like a year, maybe. Yeah, a year. There's this company in Philly that. Like they reached out to me at first because one of my boys worked for them, called BVT Live. So they do like fusion weddings. So they have like a saxophone player, they have a drummer, they have like a whole band and a DJ.
Yeah.
So like I don't know if you saw my story last week. Like they do like huge weddings, sometimes celebrities.
Oh yeah.
So like that's kind of like the scenes that I want to get into, and they're killing it in Philly. They do like huge corporate events. And I feel like that's like the next big thing for me. Like the clubs are cool, all that stuff is good, but like trying to make real money. So I'm trying to like get into stuff like that because that's when you really get paid.
And then owning your own venue.
Yeah, and owning the venue is definitely like the big picture too. So like those two, if I can work for them, I might not even have a day job. You know what I mean? Like, it would take care of everything and. I would feel accomplished because that's just like I want like to be rewarded for all the time, all the hard work that I've put in.
Got you.
Yeah.
And what's been out of all the events that you've ever done? What's been the the most memorable? I know you mentioned the dime earlier, but what's like the most memorable one that's like this was the shit? Like when you did it, either from beginning to now.
I remember. Probably Music Fest is up there, but even though I didn't play the whole time, it was just a great feeling to see all my people in the crowd, and just that was very rewarding. Music Fest was dope. And then I did a wedding with like 300 people, and everybody had a good time. So that was kind of dope too. Yeah, from beginning to end, like everything went perfectly. Because weddings are stressful, man. Because you want somebody's big day. And the littlest thing, they're gonna remember it.
Yeah, true.
So like, you are stressed from the start to the end. Like you want to make sure, all right, my microphone's not gonna give out. Like my speakers are gonna be good for this whole thing. And that wedding, and obviously with more people in the building, the more nervous you get. And I do my own MC, and so like the introductions and stuff like that. You're like, I hope everything goes smoothly. I hope I pronounce the bride and groom's names.
Yes, absolutely.
And with a big wedding, they have a big wedding party. So you have to introduce every single person. So that wedding was dope. Yeah.
So do you when you DJ? Do you? I know some DJs they'll have like a hype man with them, right? That walks around, does the whole crazy thing. Yeah. Do you have one, or are you your own?
Like I try to let the music speak, but like something like Music Fest, I have my boy Chi Boy, who's his full-time job is he's an MC. Like his job is to just hype the crowd up and just talk on the mic. And I had him come, but like for my weddings, a lot of the weddings that I do, they prefer you not be on the mic. They just let the music do the work. Obviously, once in a while, I give the bride and groom a shout out. And when I do clubs, I don't really be talking to them. I know a lot of people like that, but I don't really be, because I want to focus. I want to make sure I'm throwing the hits out there.
Probably just do the obligatory, happy birthday, whoever's out there.
My gosh. There's this place that I do in Scranton, bro. Like the birthdays come rolling in. As soon as it hit 12 o'clock, the birthday request. That's a line, bro. Like people just like, and I'm like, yo, like at one point I did like 10 birthday requests in a row, and I told them, I was like,
no
I
more.
can't, no more. Like,
for that.
Because it kills your vibe too. Now I'm distracted. I'm trying to like give birthday shout outs to Becky and yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, all right. So, do you have any events coming up soon? Anytime soon?
Yeah,
you want the people to know about.
We have with Friends Lehigh Valley. We have an event coming up March 8th. It's gonna be Afro Caribbean. I have 2 dope DJs coming from Philly, DJ Bucks, DJ Afrique, and these guys I used to go to because nobody was doing Afro events in the Valley. I used to go to Philly to hang out with them to do that stuff. So I know like they're dope DJs. They can rock the house. Yeah. So I was like, I gotta bring these guys to the Valley. And then once the price was perfect, I was like, I gotta bring them. And that's kind of what I want to do. Like we want to start building off of that, bringing people from out of town. Maybe eventually start bringing artists. Like that's like in the near future. Like I want to, cause Afrobeat is buzzing, and I want to start bringing people, Tim's, all of them. Like
how often are you trying to do it?
Once a month, at least for now, until, cause for the owner it has to make sense. Like he has to make money every time we do something like this, cause we're paying people.
Right.
So, but I feel like the possibilities are endless. So. That's kind of what we're working on right now. But March 8th is the first one, Ghana Independence Day.
Oh yeah,
bringing
you're ready.
People out. We're gonna set the vibe. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, make sure y'all check it out, man.
Check it out.
Make sure check and let them know again where to follow you on everything.
So I go by DJ Romeo G. You can find me at DJ Romeo G _. I'm part owner at Friends Lehigh Valley. It's just Friends Lehigh Valley, which is we do like all the Afro Caribbean events. We're always finding different locations to host events there. And then I have my wedding page, which is Birthday, Weddings, and More. You can follow me on there. That I just have like professional stuff, just post like wedding stuff on there. So that's where you can find me. You can find me on SoundCloud at DJ Romeo G. I have like some mixes up there. Every month I do a Afrobeat mix just to educate people on the music, because you can listen to the music on iTunes and stuff like that, but you don't know what's popping.
Right.
So, but you hear on a mix, you're like, oh, he must think this is a good song. Let me check it out. I even did a Burna Boy mix of all his hits that I personally think are like the best songs that he created. So I made a mix of that. So check me out on SoundCloud. I'm on Facebook. It's just Romeo Gay, and then that's pretty much it. I'm on TikTok too, but
not as much, right?
Bro, I mean, I post on there, but like
we're there the same way, bro.
we talked about doing it. It was just nah.
It's a lot of work, man.
It is, bro. It is. I wish they'll just let you just post one and then it'll just go on all of them. But it's like the tags are different on all the different pages. Yeah, it's different.
Different company.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of work, but you know, I'm sure some people watching they already know. Like if they're doing some things, they already know. But thank you, bro. We appreciate, appreciate the opportunity, man. You know, letting us sit down with you and everything.
I want to give you guys a shout out too, because I've been following y'all for a minute. And I've been saying about doing a collab with you guys.
Definitely we do.
That would be dope.
That'd be dope.
The Shelby.
Yeah.
I already got some stuff in the making. Like it would be dope if we collaborated on
for sure.
Just
we love
have
the
you
Shelby,
guys
man.
A support on the flyer, or even have you guys partners on the flyer. I feel like that would bring a lot of people out, because you guys have a lot of following. Like people support you guys and they support us. That would be more followers for you guys and followers for us too. It would definitely.
That definitely work, bro. Just let us know, man. You know, always.
I know. That's why I respect you, because as soon as I said about the podcast here, you guys were so open to it.
Yeah, man. Yo, we're willing to sit down with everybody. You know, we do our regular podcast is just us, doing our thing, talking. But we like to sit down with people we actually enjoy. So it's not. If you see any of our, have you heard stuff? It's just people that we actually want to talk to and sit down with. So it's not we just do it everybody. You know what I mean? Right.
You gotta get Bez on here, man.
Oh, no, definitely, we definitely get Bez on here, and we do want. I do want to get. I talked to Bree. At one point, I talked because I was trying to do an event at her spot.
Yeah.
But she was doing renovating, so I do want to get her on here too.
I can't wait for that.
I want to get Valentine on here too. So, Yeah, I'm gonna get a couple of the DJs on here,
That's
man.
what's
you know?
up, man. That's what's
yeah,
up.
you know.
You have to.
Those are all the ones that I see, you know, when I'm out. I see, you know, they're the ones DJing at the places I go to. So I definitely do want to get them on. Yeah, for sure, man.
This was dope. Thank you for.
I appreciate it, man. You know, you talk. Yeah, we just want somebody gonna come on here and talk.
Of course,
you know,
of course,
and give the info, so it's like it's not stale or anything.
I feel like
that.
we could have talked.
We could talk for like 2 hours. Yeah, we try to keep this one short.
Yeah.
Just so you know people can consume it, because you know how it is out here.
Yeah.
Like, people don't have a long, you know, attention span. So
I'll definitely come back.
Yeah, we definitely come back, and we'll do it again. We'll run it back.
Like around before Music Fest.
That'd be dope. So we could put something out. So for your promotional for that.
I bring my team too, so
we can sit down and talk to them. Yeah. Right. So definitely that works, man. Yeah, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll do this again.
Nice talking to you guys.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. This is episode 8 of our Have You Heard edition. Make sure you check him out. DJ Romeo. Book him at your weddings. I know we at the age where everybody that's watching is probably getting married or anything like that.
Hit me up. The price is always right.
Exactly. He doesn't turn a lot of things down. It's up to you to turn them down. So
exactly.
Make sure you check him out and check out Friends of the High Valley and also V Live. And make sure you come to the Dime whenever there's, you know, it's a holiday. I do mostly holidays and stuff like that.
Yeah, make sure you follow the V Live page, because I always
a post on there.
Schedule for like the different spots that we're gonna.
And keep an eye out for our collab if, you know, when we figure that out.
Yeah, so we get that figured out.
Keep an eye out for that. But yeah, we appreciate you, and thank you everybody for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. And you know, it's the Brunch Boys. We out of here, man.
Thank you.